everyone, welcome back to Regular Guy's Workbench and to our Dell Dimension Windows 98 Resurrection project. This is part 2. We already went through part 1, at least I hope you did, where I told you I picked it up at an estate sale, cleaned it up, took it apart, cleaned it up, got it working, and it's ready to go. I'm going to reformat the hard drive, install Windows 98 2nd edition, plus some other software and my favorite games. So, that being said, look what I got here. My Windows 98 disk, and it used to be legible until about 2 minutes ago when I took some Windex on a cloth to clean it up, and I wiped all the lettering off. Hopefully it's still playable. If not, I used to have an MSDN account, so I downloaded the ISOs for all these OSs. So I'll just burn a new disk and then we'll go from there. I've also got the original Windows 98 Plus. And we're going to load that up. I forget what was on here. It was a bunch of crap you don't need. At least I never needed it. But, you know, I got it, so I'm going to load it. And here's the most surprising thing of all. Look at this. On my floppy disks. I can't tell you how many times I've seen this thing and says, what the hell am I keeping it for? Throw it out. And then there's a little voice in the back of my head said, keep it around. It's kind of, nostalgic stuff, maybe someday it'll be worth something. Well, today it's worth something to me because it has the Windows 98 boot disks. And not only that, I've got Windows 95 boot disk, I got XP boot disks, I got NT, I've got MS-DOS 6, and not only that, I've got driver disks for like stealth DRAM. If I can find a good stealth DRAM at the recycling place, I'm sorry, Stealth 64. If I can find a video card or a sound card, I believe I also have in here the Sound Blaster drivers. I also have network card drivers and a whole bunch of other crap. So, ME startup disk. God forbid I ever do that because I hated ME. It was the worst. So we're going to use this. I'm going to boot up the computer with this. I'm going to throw the CD in. Let's get started, okay? Let's get to it.
Hey, Gary, are you really ready to install this system?
Well, yeah, many odds. I mean, this is what I've been working for in a long time.
Oh, can't wait to see the old games.
Yeah, me either, and we're going to get started.
Hey, can you play some of my videos on there?
We'll see, okay?
All right, let's get cracking.
Okay, everyone, we're getting ready to get started. I have the disk, the floppy disk, in the computer. Let's start up the computer with it. And here's the Dell splash screen, and this sits here for a while. So we'll just have to be patient. Okay, we want to start the computer with CD-ROM support. Okay, let's see what's on here. Okay, the usual commands. And let's look at C, make sure C is Windows, and yes, there it is, so we got it. So we're going to say format C, :/S. Now we're totally wiping the C drive of what was on there before. And do you really want to do this? Really? Yeah, I think we'll do that. So, bingo. Now this is going to take a while. It's an 8 gig drive. And I'm not going to bore you with it, so I'm going to speed up the video from here. And we'll rejoin after we're done. Okay, format's done. It's going to ask for volume number, volume label. I'm not going to give it anything. And there we go. We got an 8 gig drive, fresh and clean and ready to go. I want to reboot the computer now, and that's only because I forgot what drive letter is assigned to the CD-ROM drive, which is okay. So just hit the reset button and we'll wait for it to start up again, and then we'll watch this time. Okay, after rebooting, I found that the CD-ROM that I got from the recycling center did not work, so I had to wait until the one I ordered from Amazon came, and it came and installed. I have the CD in. Let's see if we can see it. And see what's on the disc. Yep, there we go, set up. Let's get started. Press enter. Okay, exit. Okay, do I have a mouse? I don't have a mouse. It's not recognizing the USB mouse. I have it plugged into the PS2. I'm going to pull that out. I'm going to stick that in the USB slot, see if that helps. Gives me a mouse back. Okay, it does not. Alright, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to use the keyboard for this installation. Okay, I accept the agreement. I'm going to put in the Windows product key now. I don't want you to see my Windows product key, so I'm going to pause the video here a second and come back right after I put it in. Okay, the key is in, and we're going to install the C Windows. Okay, typical. Let's do custom. I'm just going to say Gary and regular. Oops. Guys, workbench. Press enter. Okay, let's see what we got here. Accessories and details. We don't want that. We want the desktop wallpaper. We want the games. We want the mouse pointers. Okay, address book, communications. Let's see what the details for that are. Whoops. It's not what I wanted to do. Okay, communications. Details. Okay. Dial-up ATM support. We want dial-up networking. No. I don't think we're going to need that. Such a net meeting phone dialer. VPN. Are you kidding me? I wonder what VPN in 1999 what was like. Okay. Desktop themes. We want those. Internet tools. 1 of 5 components selected. Let's see what the details are. And I did it again. What it was, it looked like details was highlighted, and I thought that was it. Okay, there we go. Personal web server, internet connection sharing. Just for the hell of it, we're not going to need that. And okay, multi-language support, don't need that. Multimedia, 7 of 9 components selected. Let's get back up to details. There we go. CD player, yeah. Multimedia sound scheme, we'll take that. We'll take that. And that looks good to me. Okay, what else we got? Online services? Yeah, I don't think so. I doubt if AOL's even working anymore. Outlook Express, we don't want that. System tools, 2 of 9 components selected. Let's see what's there. Damn, did it to me again. There we go. Backup, we'll take that. Character map, clipboard viewer. Disk compression tools, group policies, NetWatcher, why not? Why not? Why not? Okay. Web TV for Windows. Yeah, I doubt that's even viable anymore. Okay, next. Gary. My work group. I'm going to blur this out because I don't want you to see it. And regular guys, workbench, Win98, 2nd edition. Keyboard layout, United States, next, United States. Okay, that's done. What I did is basically I created another disk just like the one I used to start up this whole installation. I figured it couldn't hurt to have a fresh one made because the other one's 25 plus years old. So I just took this disk from 2004. I'll relabel it as Windows 98 2nd edition startup disk, and then the old disk I can use for something else. Okay, click next. Let's get started. All right, and this is going to take a while. So what I'll do is I'll just speed up the video, or I'll just stop the video now and resume it when everything is done. Okay, it looks like it's done, just about 96%. It's telling me I got to register, so it should be rebooting any minute now. Okay, restart now. And I'm not going to put a password in. I'm just playing games on here. Now I'm curious as to whether the sound is going to work on here. And it is not. Okay, because I do have sound drivers. And we've got it, folks. You've got Windows 98 installed. I don't want to see this again. Okay. Don't see it. Close. Wow, yeah. One thing I am curious to see is if this is Windows 98 2nd edition. Okay, you go up and yes, it is 98 2nd edition. All right, so we're there, folks. I have to get the drivers down here so that I have sound, and I believe I have the video drivers, so give me a bit and I'm going to get them installed on here. There's no need for you to watch me do all that, and then we'll get started putting all the fun stuff on. So be back in a bit. Okay, I got the audio and video drivers installed. Well, there's other things in there that I can't find the drivers for. I was looking online. I couldn't find them. I'm not worried about it right now because I don't really need them. There is a network card, 10100 network card. I just need to identify to see if I can find a driver for it. Let's install this now. Windows 98 plus 98, whatever you want to call it. The tape on the top is because I wrote the CD key on there and I don't want to share that with everybody. So let's get this installed. I'll get it into CD-ROM and then we'll install it. Yeah. Okay, let's install Plus. Incidentally, let's turn that down just a little bit. Okay. Okay, again, I'm going to pause this because I don't want you to see my CD key. Scan system for viruses. We're not going to do that. Brand new install. Let's do custom. I want to see what they got because I just saw it said McAfee's on there, and we don't need that. Virus scan. Get rid of that. Sputter solid. Picture it express. Organic art screensaver. Maintenance. Lose your marbles. Golf disc. I thought Dancer was on here. Let's see. Desktop player. Okay. Deluxe CD player. Just clean up add-ons. Golf 1998 Light. Woohoo! Lose your marbles. Wow, I thought Dancer was on here. Oh well. That might be XP. So, let's see what we get. Okay. We don't need to run Maintenance Wizard. Let's look at our desktop themes. What do we got here? Oh, we got a lot. Architecture. Yeah, ain't bad looking. Kathy. Who's Kathy? Oh, that Kathy. I remember her. No. Cityscape. Not bad looking. Nope. 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 Bowling Leaves, Fashion, Foxtrot. I remember Foxtrot. Garfield, Horror Channel. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, spooky. We may go with that. Inside your computer. No. Jazz. Jungle. Jungle ain't bad. Leonardo da Vinci. Nah. Mystery. Hey, that's kind of cool looking. I kind of like that. Let's see what rock and roll is. That is... I don't like the colors, though. You know, but... kind of neat. Space, sports. Oh, I want to go with the high color. Golden era of what? Looks like agriculture. Underwater high color. That's Windows 98. The thing clicked on me. Well, that's kind of cool. Windows 98, World Traveler. Whoops. There's 98 high color. See what that looks like. That is friggin' ugly. You know what? I'm going to go with mystery. I'll change it later. Apply. Ah! Bitchin'. See what it says to explore it. Not a whole lot. Okay. Well, we saw what's on here. We changed our theme. Got sound installed. We got the video installed. I think it's time we started on the games. So we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. As I stated before, these systems are a pain in the ass. I got all the sound installed and everything else. I also had to install my joystick in preparation for the games. And the fact that this doesn't have a working network card and I can't connect to my network means I can't download any drivers. I have the drivers on my regular home computer, but because the Windows 98 doesn't support USB sticks, I can't transfer them over. So I just had to waste a whole bunch of CDRs for a bunch of files just to get the proper drivers for the joystick over. I also had to install DirectX 8.1 and copy a lot of other files over, and it was a real pain in the butt. I got it all installed, joysticks installed. Now it's time to start with games. And first one I'm going to install is my most favorite game of all time. Probably the greatest game ever made, Klingon Academy. If you've never seen this game, it is the coolest game. You are a Klingon in charge of a ship. You're looking at it from the bridge view, and you give commands to attack, destroy, everything else. This is by far my most favorite game in the world. And I have it on my Windows 11 machine. There is a site called GOG, G-O-G, Great Old Games. And a lot of these old games are ported to Windows 10, Windows 11, and I have it on there, and yeah, I know I can play it there, but I want to play it on the original system off of the original discs. So I'm going to load this one up first. Let me turn that up a little bit. That's so cool.
What a fine collection of warriors. So eager for battle.
General
You prepare to destroy
Kang.
your enemy.
Let's just start the mayhem, shall we?
Hey,
Sir, Commander Thokbok is hailing the fleet.
open channel.
I am Instructor Thokbok, and it is I who will evaluate your performance within these
That is
trials.
the voice of Worf from Star Trek The Next
It is my duty
Generation.
to recommend your advancement when you have earned it, or to seek your dismissal if you have failed.
Well, here, I'm not going to drag it out, but
Do not
here they'll
confuse
give
me
you
with my famous
a
brother,
mission to do,
the Imperial
and you got to
Arbiter
complete
of
it.
the High Council.
So let me just skip that part. I don't want to bore you. I want this video longer than it has to be. So our missions are over here. Destroy monitoring station, cripple probe net, blah, blah, blah. So let me see. Let's cloak our ship. I got to remember where it's at now. That's 7. Those shields. Activate cloaking device.
Engage cloak.
And we'll go at warp 9. This is cool because
We have arrived in the Beta Ceti system undetected, sir.
and I'll go full impulse.
All ahead full.
Right away, sir.
Scans for targets.
The Huia Gong has begun jamming the system, sir. We are clear to proceed with our attack. Disengage cloak.
Anyway, you get the idea. Let's move on to the next one. This, in my opinion, is the greatest game ever made. Here is my cake box that I've been keeping all these years of all my games. So I don't think I'm going to install all of them. Maybe I will, but I'm going to install the ones that I really like first. I only have an 8 gigabyte hard drive. But then again, back then, 8 gigabytes was like infinite amount of space. So let me go through there and find my number 2 favorite one. Unreal Tournament, one of my favorite games. This is the first one. My friends and I at work during this time, we used to play every day at lunch for the entire lunch period, and you could hear us all the way up and down the hall yelling at each other, I got you, and stuff like that. Even the network guys were in on it because we were playing over the company's network, and it was a lot of fun. I don't know what that flashing thing in the middle of the screen is. I obviously need a better video card. This is the onboard video on the Windows 98 machine. I was a Borg character, and the flat cannon, as you see here, was my favorite weapon. I used to run around just blasting people. Falcon and Hector, I know you're sweating. Redneck Rampage. This game is so much fun. You're a hillbilly that runs around, shooting things. What happens is aliens invaded your town, and you got to shoot them. And all the meanwhile, the other rednecks are shooting at you. You got to defend yourself. You got to solve problems, and it was just so much fun. And this game has the coolest soundtrack. A lot of rockabilly and psychobilly type music. It's a lot of fun. I know there's a lot of blood and shooting and stuff like that. This is just the beginning of the game. I don't have anything more in depth. But, as it goes on, it's less normal people you're shooting and more aliens. When you get your health back by drinking beer, whiskey, and eating pork rinds. American McGee's Alice. This was an award-winning game. It was just, it was a strange video game. You're Alice as a teenager, and you've lost your mind is what it is. And you've traveled back to Wonderland, and you have to fight the minions of the Red Queen again. And you just go around with knives and other weapons and just start decimating things. Yeah, I need a new video card. Dungeon Keeper. This is another cool game. It's rather unique. Most of the Dungeons and Dragons types games at this time, you're invading a dungeon, you're a hero, but this is the other side of the coin. You are the evil Dungeon Keeper. You got to build your dungeon. You got minions. You slap them around. You dig. You find gold to finance your operations, and it's a lot of fun. And then the heroes come in and try and invade your dungeon, and you just kick their asses.
You must build a treasure room to store gold.
You saw the hand slapping around the minions. Yep, slap, slap. So cool. Rogue Squadron 3D. This was the best Star Wars video game at the time. You get to fly various rebel craft in various scenarios, and with a joystick, I mean, it's just like you're really there. It is really cool. the original Quake. It's just like a Duke Nukem, Doom, whatever. But I think Quake was better than either of those. And it had the coolest soundtrack too, because it was created by Trent Reznor of Nine Inch Nails. He did all the sound effects and music for it. And it's creepy. It's really creepy. You go in there and you hear all these weird sounds, and it's, you know, just kind of creeps you out when you're playing it. MDK, which stands for Murder, Death, Kill. You're this guy that a scientist developed a special suit that was radiation resistant, and you pick up nuclear weapons and use them to fight the bad guys. You're going to see that here in a second, where he picks up a nuclear weapon and then uses it to open a door. Yep, there it is. The next place where he's got to go, and you see the nuclear sign on the door. He's got to throw the nuclear weapon there. Come on, throw it. There you go. Boom. And now he can go through. And I didn't play deep into this game. I just wanted to get enough video to put on this. And like I said, you got to go into sniper mode. You're looking through the helmet, just like that. And then you pick whatever you got to shoot. The boss was really tough in this one. Half-Life has the coolest opening sequence. You're riding this tram through a secret government facility in the Black Hills. But it's really, really long. And when you're starting a new game, you just might as well sit back for 10 minutes. Wait for this to get done. Now, again, these are all new installs, so I didn't have time to get deep into them to record videos. So you're not going to see me fighting anybody in here. It's just getting into the game. What it is you're working in a secret facility, you open a portal to another universe or whatever, and monsters come through and you got to fight the monsters. Premise of a billion other games, but Half-Life was really well done. Mech Warrior 2. This was the first game where you're actually driving the mech from inside the mech. All other like mech games before that, you're looking down on the mech and watching it shoot and walk and stuff. Here you're actually in the cockpit. Now don't laugh at me. It's been years since I played this game and I forgot how to do it. You don't just hit forward to move. You got to move each leg individually. So you got to push like right, left, right, left, right, left. And you're going to see that here. All the while you're moving your mouse moves the top half of the mech. So it gets really confusing as to where to go, or actually where you're going, because you got to coordinate the movements here. And it's just really frustrating. And again, I forgot how to play this game. And you see I'm finally figured out how to move here. But I can't move straight. So I'll have to come back to this game and get used to playing it again. Lara Croft. Everybody knows Lara Croft, you know.
Hey, Gary, you know I used to go out with her.
You did, Mini Oz?
Oh, yeah. Oh, she was great. I mean, we used to have so much fun together, and she was a wild woman in a sack.
Oz, this is a family channel.
Oh, sorry. Well,
what happened? Why didn't you stay together?
oh, you know, I was always out on tour, and she's always making video games and movies, and, you know, we kind of sort of went our separate ways.
I'm sorry to hear that, Oz.
Oh, yeah, she was something else, I'm telling you.
I tried installing one, but it wouldn't install for some reason. I don't know why. So I went with number 2. I have 1, 2, and 3. You know, beginning of every game, you, of course, go through a training course just to get used to playing the game. And I'm not going to bore you with going through the whole training course, so I'm going to skip ahead. And she's at her front door. She gets to go inside. You solve puzzles just like every other Lara Croft. And in here, she really has to go to the bathroom, so she's looking for the bathroom. She knows there's one on the first floor. I'm only kidding, folks. I'm just making this up. But she is going to look for the kitchen because she wants to make a sandwich. She's been running around all day. She's like, where the hell's the refrigerator?
Maybe it's back here. Nope. This looks like a refrigerator. Oh, looks like a cold room, but you gotta punch a key to get in.
Well, that's it for this project. I hope you enjoyed the journey we took on this. I installed Windows 98 and I installed a lot of the games. It was by no means all of the games that I have. But that's all I could fit on that 8 gig hard drive. I'm going to keep looking at the local recycling center for an old system that has a hard drive in it. Maybe somebody forgot to take it out. And if so, I'll add it in on that, make extra space, and install the rest of my games. But that was just the major games that I put on there that I used to play a lot. I hope it brought back good memories to you, and I hope to see you next time on the next video I make for Regular Guy's Workbench. And remember, like and subscribe. Go to the link below to my brother's Audio Times website, and hope to see you again. Thanks a lot.
Hey, you better remember to like and subscribe or I'm going to kick your ass.